Right, so while most of the media focus and those of us still paying heed to the state of British politics had our attention taken up by the human hand grenade Liz Truss's fuse expiring after 44 days and the coronation of Rishi Sunak yesterday, still promising to run the country without the mandate of a general election, of having subjected themselves to a vote even under our sorry excuse for an electoral system, what has Keir Starmer been up to in all of this? Well, Sir Beige of Blairism has been busy ensuring the preservation of the government model. The Tories are currently wrecking that with their infighting because he sees himself not as a man of the people, as any Labour leader ought to, but a man of the deep state, of the establishment, ready to step in and serve no matter the colour of the rosette. With Sunak now leader of the Tory party, there is officially not a fag paper's difference between the leaders of the two main parties, with both men wanting to wipe the floor with each other, though sadly, no matter who runs the show, the floor just gets dirtier and greasier. He's back on LBC for anyone with insomnia. His Cool Keith show is back. So what did he say on the first show?
John, it's a straight no from me. We're not going back into the EU. Well, Fiona, let me just deal with Just Stop Oil because I think they're wrong. I think their action is wrong. What we were pushing for in that was longer sentences for those who are gluing themselves to roads and motorways, because that's where you're putting lives at risk.
OK, would you ever go on a picket line, Sir Keir?
Well, I've been on a picket line.
I mean, now as Labour leader, I'm so sorry.
No, in that sense, not a great deal between the major parties on immigration.
Illuminating stuff, eh? Mr. We Need a People's Vote Keir Starmer, who has barely mentioned Brexit since becoming Labour leader, is determined to make the Tories' idiot, unworkable hard Brexit work. Just Stop Oil are arrogant and wrong. Well, we can certainly disagree about their methods, but their message isn't. And you want them locked up for longer? Are they really the prime target, the main criminals for bigger sentences right now? You still won't join picket lines in solidarity with your union funders, ultimately the very people stood there fighting for their rights at work. And how long before their protests, through their desperation, through your indifference, before you target them for stronger sentences? You supported the Tories' public order bill, and to top it all off, you announced there's barely any difference in immigration policy between you and the Tories. So presumably we can still expect no safe asylum routes with you in charge and more people drowning in the Channel, fleeing war zones as you ignore the issue in favour of racist ideology. A Tory is, as a Tory does, folks.